I want to show you another improvised rappelling technique using a new piece of gear called the Escaper made by Beal. Beal brought this out a couple years ago and it got a lot of attention because it allows you to do a rappel as long as your rope is. So if you have a 200-foot rope, you can do a 200-foot rappel with that single rope. Now, more commonly and more traditionally, if you want to do a 200-foot rappel, you would need two ropes and you would need to tie them together and then rappel, double strand rappel, and then pull that knotted end down. Now you can do it with just a single rope because this is releasable. So this involves this releasable system. Okay, this blue rope gets threaded through the rappel rings, and then it's got this white sling here that's made out of some kind of spectra dyneema material. And you thread the end of the rope, which is purposely narrow and really stiff to help you thread it through there. It's even got little arrow diagrams on this material. This material cinches down on the rope once you put it through there. It reminds me a lot of like those Chinese finger torture devices or whatever they're called that you might have had when you were a kid. So you see the arrows on there. You just slide this through there. But what happens is this cinches down, okay, but you can see it's kind of loose too. There's a black mark on that rope there, so you're supposed to go past that black mark, and then this loop on the end of that sling is where your climbing rope goes. And Beal recommends doing like a retraced knot, so you thread your rope through there. I've been kind of playing around with this a lot in my garage. I still have yet to use it outside on a real climb, but one of these days I will. And I haven't had it for super long, but it's been kind of fun to play around with. So here now, they actually mention on the instructions to this, which are on this package as well, that you need a certain amount of weight. So it talks about like 10 kilograms weight. So we're actually trying to calculate if my little kids would qualify, if they would be too light for this to really work well. And the idea is then when you rappel, and I really found this by playing around with this too, is that you really want to keep your weight consistent on it. So you go on rappel here, and you can watch that black mark. This tells you a lot about what's going on here. So notice how it started to slip. I can slide it back up, get on rappel. But as soon as I release it, that sling starts to loosen. So the idea is that you would rappel down to the bottom of your climb, and now all you've got is your purple rope, and you start pulling it and releasing it, and you'll see this black mark start to move up through that. There's been a lot of talk about how this device is probably best used on like a nice clean pull. If you have to pull it over an edge, it might not work as well. Starts making its way up there, and now you can see that skinny part on the end is through it and it comes down. So there you go.